Welcome back. Red Boswell with IFPG here to discuss the eighth, or is it eighth, or perhaps eighth, eighth mistake I see franchisors make often, and it's related a little to, I think, the third or fourth I mentioned a while back, which was not hiring Fran Dev pros that are CFE. So this one is really not paying. Not paying for the best. They are worth it. This is in all areas of your business. So, chief of sinners here. Back in the day when I was a franchisor, even before I became a franchisor, I had a service business. I was hiring folks with college degrees, giving them a truck. They were doing a very simple job that anyone with a second grade education, frankly, could do. But I was paying them a whole lot more, paying them for reliability and really getting the best. I didn't want to babysit. I just wanted the best. Go after it. I'm going to pay you way more than I should to give me peace of mind. That was my mindset, right? So I'm paying the best, paying, heck, man, a whole lot for these folks. And yet, my CFO, maybe she was controller officially, my accountant in the office, I was paying less than them. Now, how does that work? I got the worst controller, CFO. I don't even know. I mean, it was just embarrassing. My second grader probably could have been a better CFO controller than she was, or he was. Not naming any names, and it was a couple decades ago now. But man, I learned about an extreme lesson there. Nothing more expensive than a cheap CPA. Amen. So take that to all areas of your business, including franchise development, guys. Oftentimes, and there's some creative ways you can structure things. Okay, so especially on the sales side, I love putting together really attractive, really unique, cool compensation packages. You know, it's not just salary or salary and commission. You have other things. Speak to their language. Figure out what's hot, what's important to them. And here's one that a lot of folks don't take advantage of. I think I've frankly used it in just about any position I've had. There's salary. There's the commission structure. Make sure it's thorough, covers all the bases, motivates all parties, etc. That in itself can be some art to it for sure. Then there's the ancillary, the health insurance and the 401k and time off and all those things. But what are we forgetting? What do so many folks overlook? The topic of draw, D-R-A-W, draw. We're staying in that Fran Dev world, the commission world in general, sales and development. What is draw? Well, if you're not familiar with that term, it's simply draw against commission, advancements and advance on commission. This is not something that typically, at least in my world, where the development agent has to go to the boss and say, can I have a draw? That's kind of old school, but no, it's negotiated in at the beginning where you have let's just say, whatever, I'm not going to use real numbers here. You've got a salary, and hopefully you've got a strong commission, but that salary for rock stars is nowhere close to where they're going to earn, right? Now, the hiring person is going to say, yeah, your salary may be X, but man, you hit it like we know you can hit it. This opportunity, you're going to be making 4X, 4 times your salary in commissions. Okay, well, the strong development guys and sales gals out there, they get it. They agree. Man, I'm going to be at 4X. Heck, I'm going to be at 10X if they really knew what I'm worth. But many of them are not willing, don't need to, shouldn't have to, just start out at X. Now, a lot of Zors, a lot of hiring managers are groaning at this point, but you want the best, you need to pay for the best. And part of, in Red's little head here, paying for the best includes, oftentimes, if you can't get there any other way, a draw. Meaning, X salary, commission over here, and maybe that draw is, let's just use easy numbers, 2X. So you're paying, I'm not going to use numbers. I keep wanting to say numbers. You're paying $1 for salary. You give them a second dollar in draw. Now that second dollar is going to add up over time. You go 6 months in, now suddenly you have, $50 that you've paid in draw. Now these numbers you want to add some zeros on, right? But follow me. That draw starts getting paid down as commissions go up. Now, the first, again, let's say 5 months, that rock star you hired to be your Fran Dev person, your frontline salesperson, your VP of development, may sit for 5 months, maybe 10 months, maybe 15 months at 2x salary and draw. But you can see it, the commission rising, rising, rising. Now at some point, the commission has risen above the draw. But guess what? They're not making that extra commission. Maybe they should be making 2.5x, but you remember, they built up a big draw that they owe you. And now another 3 or 4 or 5, 8 months go by, and that commission continues to pay down the draw, pay down the draw, pay down the draw. Boom, you hit a break even. Now the rock star's starting to see the 3x, the 4x, the 5x, okay? Hope you followed me there. I know the Fran Dev rock stars did, and the sales folks out there, they get it. I encourage you to keep that in mind on both sides of the equation, whether you're hiring, whether you're looking for a position. That has been a way that has filled the gap and made both parties very, very happy. Salary, commission, benefits, don't forget the draw. Okay, moral of the story is you got to pay for the rock stars. You got to pay to, if you got somebody in the front line that the whole company is relying on to bring on new franchisees or whatever your industry is, you really want to bring on the best. If they have the relationships, they know the legal, they're qualified, they've done it before, they understand the process. I mean, they're kind of priceless for the success and the future of that business, right? So just put that in perspective. You now hire slow, fire fast, right? So if they're not delivering over time, you communicate well, communicate expectations, you put it in writing. Ultimately, you're going to get somebody else to fill their shoes, right? But bring them on and get the best. Red Basel with IFPG. The 8th mistake I see Zors make, not paying for the best. Have a great one.